Praise the Lord, everyone. Happy Friday. I pray everyone is doing well. I pray everyone has had a great week so far. God is just so good. Just thank God for just another day. He is just so good. So I just want to encourage you all on today with this testimony, that God hears you. Let this testimony encourage you that God hears your prayers. He knows what you have need of. He is able to take care of you. Give it to God. Whatever it is, your worries, your cares, your concern, give it to God and trust God because He will take care of you. So, you know, yesterday or whatever, yesterday. So, before I went to bed or whatnot, I just prayed. I was really just trusting God to, just touch somebody's heart overnight for me because I had $9.44 left in my checking account or whatever. And I was like, Lord, I really need some more money. I could use some more money to be able to get, things that I need. The 944 was going to get some of it, but I just needed some more to get, some more things that I needed. So I was just praying that God would touch a heart overnight and that I would wake up to a random payment. God is just so good. He is just so good. So I just went to bed last night. I think it was close to 11 o'clock. I just went to bed. Like I said, I gave it to God, and I just went to bed. And while I'm sleeping, God is moving on my behalf. God is working the overnight shift. And I woke up. It was like 6 a.m. And as soon as I woke up, my alarm went off. My alarm had went off for 6 and I heard it and God woke me up and I just was praising God. I was like, Lord, just thanking God for another day. I was just grateful. And then I checked my phone and I saw I had a random payment for $50. And I just could not thank God enough. Literally, I was scheduled, to go. My ride was taking me to the store around 7 a.m. or whatnot. And I was praying that God would bless me, that God would touch somebody's heart overnight before I was going to the store at 7 a.m. so I could be able to get the stuff that I needed at the store. God is just so good. He is just so good. I had made a list earlier this week of things that I needed to get at the store, like gloves, wipes, what else? Gloves, wipes. I needed to get some bras. I'm just going to be very transparent. I know, ladies, I know you may understand, and maybe you may not understand, but to be honest, all I had was one bra, and I was believing God for that as well. I was like, Lord, I really need to get some bras. I only have one. The bras that I had, they're just no longer good, so I had to get rid of them. You know how they get twisted and the wires come out, and then they're loose and they're sagging and they're just no good. They're just worn out. And maybe because they're cheap too, but hey, that's what I can afford. So I literally all I had was one bra. I was like, Lord, I really need to get some bras. I'm wearing this same bra for quite some time now and I'm washing it or whatever, but I'm like, Lord, I really need some bras. I was like, please, make a way. And that was one of the things on my list was bras. So it was like gloves, wipes, bras, laundry detergent, it was a shower liner, some other things on there that I had needed was on my list as well. I can't remember all the list, but I had made the list earlier this week. And so when I had woke up this morning, I checked my phone, after I was praising God and I saw my random Cash App and I was just done after that. I was like, Lord, I just thank you. Like, Lord, you always come through, you always provide. You always show me that you got me. And I just cannot thank God enough. It's like He makes sure that I have everything I need. Like I was talking to God yesterday. I was like, Lord, you see me. I'm not working. I haven't worked in almost 2 months. This is out of my control. There's nothing I can do about this situation. But Lord, you see that I have needs right now. I need this. I need this. I was like, Lord, I'm out of this. I'm out of this. I'm out of this. I'm out of this. And just being real and transparent and letting God know that, Lord, I need these things and all I have is $9 and some change in my checking account, but I can't afford to get everything. I was like, Lord, if it's your will, touch someone's heart overnight for me that I'll wake up to a random payment so I can be able to get the stuff I need if it's your will. But if not, God, I'll just be grateful for that $9 that I have, that $9.44. I'll just be grateful and I'll just do the best that I can. may not get everything, but I'll get some of the things, and I'll just be grateful for that. Either way, Lord, I'm gonna praise you. Either way, you're gonna get the glory. So when I woke up this morning, like I said, I had a random $50 payment, and I just could not thank God enough. So I just got back from the store. Well, it's actually been almost 2 hours ago or so now since I've been home, and I just I just was able to put all my stuff away. But I just thank God because I didn't even spend all my money. Like I still have $7.54 in my checking account. I was like, Lord, I didn't even spend all my money. Literally, when I had the list, I took the list to the store. Not only was I able to get the list, but I was able to add to the list. I was able to add to the list. And I added my Uncrustables, which is like food, peanut butter and jelly, the frozen ones. And then I had added chips. And then I added toilet paper to the list. And I also had added razors to the list. So I was able to get my list. Not just that, when I'm at the store, the chips, I was literally talking to God before this. I was like, Lord, I really do want some chips. I have Cheetos here, but I was wanting like some plain chips, like a different flavor chips to go with like certain sandwiches or whatever. Because when you're doing grilled cheese or something like that, tuna fish sandwich, I don't really want Cheetos with that. I want like a Lay's or, a Utz or something like that. And tell me why I go to the store and the chips was on sale. So my Doritos, I didn't get those because they weren't on sale. They was $4 or $5 a bag. I was like, we're not getting those. But as I kept going, and the first thing I came to, it was the Lay's. The Lay's chips was on sale for $2. And I was like, Lord, I thank you. Literally, I was at the store like before this, not before today. I think it was Wednesday, and the Lay's was at a different store. They was like 2 for $6, which means $3 a bag. And I was like, Lord, I just thank you. I did not get them then, but I waited till I got to another store today, and a bag of Lay's, a nice size bag of Lay's, was $2. And I was like, Lord, I thank you. And I started to get two, but I said, no, just get one, just get one. And it probably was God just telling me, no, just get one. Be smart. So I just got the one bag. Thank God for self-control. Thank God for discipline. And I was grateful for the one bag, because the one bag is enough. Because like I said, I have Cheetos here. And like I said, I just wanted a different flavored chips. I wanted like a Lay's or Utz or something to go with other types of sandwiches, because I didn't want grilled cheese and Cheetos. That's too much dairy, all in one time. I wanted like a flavor chip, or even if I'm doing my tuna fish, I wanted to have like a Lay's or Utz or something. So God just made a way, and I cannot thank God enough. And even not just that, when I was in the store as well, I had, like I said, I wanted something sweet as well. It's like, okay, I want something sweet. I'm down the cookie aisle, and they had like the mini Chips Ahoy's, and I think it was like a bag like this, but it was like $2.98. So almost $3. I was like, no, we don't want to do that. And the regular, the other Chips Ahoy was probably like $4 or $5. I was like, we don't want to do that either. So as I'm keep going, as I'm getting ready to check out and stuff, I'm getting ready to check out. They have these other chips on sale, like the mini bags, not the 50-cent bags, but like the regular, maybe the dollar bags or whatever. Well, no, they was on sale for like $2.32. And I almost got a bag, but something was like, don't get them. You got chips in the cart, don't get it. So I was like, okay. So then I just keep going, and I see they had these like sweet snacks, and they were like, inexpensive, and they had the Chips Ahoy, and they was actually, instead of them being mini Chips Ahoy, they was Famous Ames, and I haven't had Famous Ames in a while, and they was like in a little mini bag for like $1.97. So I was like, okay, Lord, I'll just grab that. And I just thank God. Like, God is so good. I just thank God. Even when I was down like the ice cream aisle and I saw ice cream, it was like a oat milk dairy free, because I would have to do the non-dairy, and it was almost $5. And I wanted to get it. I started to get it, but I was like, I was feeling like, no, you shouldn't get that right now. You wait on the ice cream. I said, okay. And I've been having a taste for some ice cream for a minute, but it's just not the time. I was like, nah, not right now. So then when I get to the checkout, and I paid off for all my stuff, and I can't thank God enough. Like, I got my list. It was one thing on the list that I didn't get because they didn't have it. They didn't have the one I was looking for, because the one I was going to get was like $2.97. They had the one that was almost $6, and I wasn't spending that. So I said, okay, you can wait on that, because you don't even need that right now, so you can wait. And then the toilet paper was on. I added that to the list, but then it was like, why would you pay $5 for toilet paper right now when you can wait on the toilet paper because you don't need toilet paper? You still got like 6 rolls or so left, so you don't really need toilet paper right now. So let's just wait on the toilet paper. I know God was helping me, and I just cannot thank him enough. Like he's like, I know he was like, wait on the toilet paper, because like I was like, Lord, should I get toilet paper right now or should I wait? Should I just, and it was just something was like, just get what you need. Just get what you need right now. You're out of gloves, you're out of wipes, your laundry detergent, you got enough for one more load. Get stuff that you need right now. So like, okay, paper towels, you're out of paper towels, you're out of razors, you're out of shower caps. So I was like, okay, let me think about that. Toilet paper, you still got 6 rolls. You're not out of it. So, plus this store, the toilet paper was higher because, like I said, it was almost $5. Well, I'm gonna just say $5 after tax. It would have been $5 and something. And it was another store that I would have went, and it would have only been $3.79. So it would have been different if I didn't have toilet paper. But I was like, you have toilet paper, so I'm not about to spend $5 plus tax on that, and I don't even need that right now. So I walked out of the store and I still got $7 and some change in my checking account. So I was like, Lord, I thank you. I didn't even spend all my money today. Like, I just cannot thank God enough. Like, God is so good. I was able to get my list, and I was able to add to the list, which I was able to add the bag of chips. I added the chips, not knowing they was going to be on sale though. I'm thinking they would be $5. So I had put a star there because it wasn't 100% sure that I was going to get the chips. But God allowed the Lay's to be on sale, a nice size bag for $2. So I was like, Lord, I thank you. Like, God is just so good. He is just so good. I cannot thank him enough. Like, I don't take nothing lightly or for granted. I am just so grateful. God is just always providing, always taking care of me, making sure that I have everything that I need and more. And he is able to do the same for you. Like, I could not thank God enough. When I was in the store, and I was able to get my bras. At first, they was having the high price bras, like 17 some dollars, and I was like, oh Lord, I can't afford that. I was like, I'm trying to get at least 2 bras, because on the paper my list said $20 to $30 on bras, like an estimate, because I'm thinking I'm gonna get at least maybe about 3 or 4 pair. So then as I keep going, I said, Lord, where are the $5.98 bras that, I'm looking for those, Lord. I can't get these $17 ones right now because I got to get other stuff that I need. So I keep looking, I keep going down the aisle, and I keep going. And then there they go right there, $5.98. I said, Lord, I thank you. And they had 2 in my size. So for the $5.98, they had 2 in my size. So I only was able to get 2, which means I only had to spend $12 on bra. Remember, my list said 20 to 30 on bras. But since there was only 2 in my size for that $5.98 price, which is in my price range, I was able to get those. And I just was thanking God because now I have 3 bras instead of just 1. And it still may not seem like a lot to y'all, but I'm grateful. Like, I be having one person tell me, that's all you got is that? I got this many bras. I got this many. I said, well, that's you. Look, you don't know my situation. I'm grateful for the little that I have. I'm thankful for the little I have. I'm pretty sure there's people out here that have none. So I'm grateful for what I have. Now I have 3 pairs. So now I can switch out. I don't have to keep washing the same one. I can switch out now. So I'm grateful. Like, I give God the glory. God is so good. I am so happy. God is so good. He's always providing everything we need and more. So I want to encourage you all to trust God to provide for you. God knows what you need. He knows exactly what you need, and he is able to show up for you. He touched somebody's heart overnight. When I woke up to this random payment, this payment was sent at 1 a.m. in the morning. That was nobody but God. That was nobody but God. God touched somebody's heart overnight while I'm sleeping. I prayed and I went on the bed and didn't worry about it. And then I wake up, it was taken care of. While I'm sleeping, I'm resting. God was working overnight. He was working the overnight shift for me. He was taking care of it, making sure I could get what I needed right now. Don't worry about next week, because next week I'm gonna need toilet paper. But that's okay. Don't worry about that. Just get what you need right now. And still had extra to get my chips and the little cookies that I wanted. So I just thank God. God is so good. God is so good. He is just so good. He is always providing. And I just cannot thank him enough. I cannot thank him enough. I am lacking nothing. I'm lacking nothing, and you shall lack nothing. Like his word says, I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. God is so good. He cares about every single detail of our lives. He cares about every single detail of our lives. So I just want to encourage you all, those who are trusting God for provision. You just don't know how you're going to do this. And I'm just here to let you know that God is able to provide for you. He is able to bless you. He is able to touch people's hearts concerning you because he sees that you are in need. You don't have to go around asking nobody, begging nobody for nothing. All you have to do is go to God. All you have to do is trust God. God is so good. He is just so good. He is always showing up, always providing for me. And I cannot thank him enough. He is just so good. God wants us to depend on him. He doesn't want us to depend on a job. He doesn't want us to depend on none of that. He wants us to depend on him and to trust him to take care of us. He constantly shows me that it don't matter what my bank account look like. It don't matter. It don't matter. And I had the money. Like I said, I had $9.44 in my checking. It just wasn't enough to get what I needed. I could have got maybe 2 or 3 things from that. Like I said, a bra is $5.98, and that would have left me with $3 and something to get maybe like some gloves, and that would have been it. I wouldn't have been able to get the other stuff that I needed. But God showed up and he provided, and he made sure I was able to get what I needed for right now. And like I said, I still got $7 and some change in my checking account. So when I need the toilet paper next week, I'll be able to get it, or something else may come up where I need something else. So, but even if other things come up that's more than $7, I know God is going to provide. So I don't have no reason to worry, no reason to stress about nothing, because God has already shown me it don't matter. It don't matter what your bank account say. It don't matter that you don't have a job right now. It don't matter. Like in this time, like I said, as I've been applying for jobs, and I went on an interview about a week or two ago. I think it was like, it's been almost 2 weeks, and I checked on my status yesterday, and the lady said she was still interviewing, or whatnot. So, and I had also went to a hiring event on Tuesday, and my resume, I got to give my resume to two employers, and then one other place, not an employer, but I don't know if she was HR director or something. So I'm just trusting God that he's going to open doors. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting, God is still providing. He's still making sure I have everything I need, whether I have a job or not. Knowing that when the job do come, I would know the job came from him, because God is my provider, not a job, not my bank account. God is my provider, and he has been providing. I ain't lacking nothing. I ain't lacking nothing. I haven't worked in almost 2 months, but guess what? It don't even matter. I ain't lacking nothing. I got everything I need, and I cannot thank God enough for how he just constantly provides and provides and provides and provides and provides. He is an awesome, awesome provider, and he is a good, good father. He takes good care of his children. So I pray that something I said has encouraged you all on this day, on this beautiful Friday. Trust God. Know that God sees you. God hears you. He hears your prayers. He knows what you have need of. He knows what you have need of. He know what your bank account is saying. He know. But it don't matter, because God is bigger than all of that. He is bigger than your bank account. He is bigger than your financial situation. God is bigger. God is bigger. It don't matter what it looked like. God is bigger, and he got you. And he is well able to take care of you. So I pray that you guys have a blessed, beautiful Friday, and know that God got you, and he hears your prayers, and he wants you to trust him and to depend on him, because he is well able to provide for your every need and more. Y'all have a blessed Friday.